Hi there, welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well today. So today I felt inspired to share with you all 5 ways to slow down and to improve your mental and physical health. We live in such a fast-paced world and it's really easy to become overwhelmed and feel really stressed out and really burnt out. You know that I am a true lover of slow and intentional living. My channel is filled with lots and lots of cozy content, so be sure to subscribe, and I am so excited today to jump right in. I think it's really important to take a step back from time to time and to slow down. That is the theme of my entire channel and everything that I believe in, but it's so true. You know, you're always on the go. It's one thing after another. What have I got planned tomorrow? What have I got planned today? I can't wait till the end of the day, so I have to do it all again tomorrow. It's okay to have plans and it's absolutely okay to have a busy lifestyle. But if you never give yourself 5 seconds to just sit and breathe and just relax for a second, life gets very hectic and it feels very overwhelming and very stressful. So if you can, just take 5 minutes to just sit with yourself. You don't have to meditate, you don't have to do anything. You can just sit with yourself for 5 minutes and just be. We've all been there, I guess, when you're stuck on a bus, you're stuck in traffic in the car, and you finally, for the first time in the entire day, have time to breathe and to think about what is going on in your life, and you have time to reflect. In this world we live in today, that time is something that we just feel we never have. So making sure you give yourself that time in the day is really special and important. It gives your brain time to digest what is happening and to live in the moment, even if it's only for those 5 minutes, you know. Other than that, I feel like we just go into autopilot mode, especially on those busy weeks. So think about what you're doing with your free time. Can you tune out from social media? Can you just go for a walk instead? Or can you just sit with yourself and a nice hot cup of coffee for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and just enjoy listening to the sounds around you? Just having that little bit of time back and carving that time out for yourself is going to make such a dramatic impact on your mental health. So a concept that I really love is the 5 elements of life. I once did a Vipassana retreat, which is a 10-day silent retreat, so you only have your thoughts and you sit in silence for 10 days doing lots and lots of meditating. It was a mentally challenging thing to do, and with that I found ways to cope, and the ways I found to cope were by using the elements, so I want to share them with you today. So they are earth, water, fire, air and space. So we'll start off with the first one. So earth is pretty much what it sounds like. It's grounding back down, it's grounding into the earth and feeling like you're just when people say, oh, you're very grounded today, it means you're not up in the air, you're not scatty, you're not all everywhere, you know, fleeting around. You're just very set in yourself. There are so many ways that we can ground ourselves. The main one, I think, is going outside, taking your shoes off and just sinking your feet into the earth. It's the most practical way to earth yourself that there is. So also doing things that get you into your body rather than in your head. So things like yoga or stretching or meditation, going for a nice gentle walk, they're all going to put you back into your body and remind you that you have feet and that you can feel them, because sometimes we just forget that our bodies exist and all we do is see through this lens that we have in our eyes, and we just, you know, it's easy to forget about your body, and with that it's so easy to forget to look after our bodies. So grounding, I think, is such an important thing to do, and I think the best way to do that is to just go outside for a nice little gentle walk. Ask yourself, truly, do you need a hot bath today? If you do, try to carve some time for it. And if you don't have time for a hot bath, take a really nice hot shower, take some candles in there with you. It can only take 5 minutes, but lighting those candles makes such a difference if you want to relax. It might be the complete opposite. Maybe where you live is really hot and the last thing you could think of is wanting to go and have a hot bath or hot shower. So take a cold shower, you know, do something exhilarating, do something that your body really craves and your body really wants. Our body wants different things at different times, and so tuning back into your body and having a little bit of a reset of what your body needs is going to really help you to get back into your body, which helps to ground you, but it's also just going to help to lift whatever feeling you've got going on. If you don't want to go in the bath or shower, maybe you feel absolutely fine, maybe you feel clean, the best way to reset how you feel is to splash your face with water or get a cold flannel and pop it on your wrists or on your head, or the opposite, a hot compress on your body. I think using the water element is really special in helping to create your day. So if you're trying to settle down on an evening, the best thing you can do is make yourself nice and warm. And if you're trying to stimulate yourself to do more work and to feel energetic and energized, cold water is definitely the way. We've all been there in the morning when you need to wake up and you splash your face with water in the morning. It's the best way to wake yourself up when you're feeling drowsy. So this element actually ties into the water element a lot. So it's about what temperature you want. So it's about, do you feel hot, do you feel cold? And like I just said, tuning into that and really reflecting on it is going to help. So maybe you've had a really cozy day at home, but you've actually got a really long list of jobs to do. Maybe splashing yourself with water or having a nice quick shower is just going to completely reset how you feel. We all definitely take air for granted. I think fresh air is the most underrated thing in this world. There is no better feeling than waking up in the morning and feeling the cool breeze come in from the day. And you know, that feeling when you've been cooped up inside all day and you open the door to go home, and you just feel that rush, that exhilarating rush of fresh air. If we stay in our homes all day or in our cars and we're sat in that stale, stagnant air, it's so going to reflect with our mood as well. So if you're starting to feel cooped up and stressed, I know a lot of people this year have been stuck at home, and so the best thing you can do is just go outside. Even if it's just standing in your doorway for 5 minutes or opening a window and standing there and taking in that fresh breeze. Fresh air makes a huge impact on our mental health and also our physical health as well. And then the last one is space. So space is one of those elements that kind of ties everything together. And I think it's about moving yourself. So if you've been stuck in the same room all day long, move to a different room, change your environment, change your scenery. Maybe it's not about that. Maybe it's that you've been sat still in the same position. Move your body around, you know. It's so easy to become stuck in routines and just feel really cooped up and stuck. But moving around and enjoying space, having a change of scenery, that is going to really transform how you feel on a daily basis as well. So if I'm feeling out of sorts, if I'm sat downstairs and I feel like, I've got so much to do and I don't want to do any of it, or if I'm feeling just a bit cooped up, a bit stressed, just a bit, I would call it scatty. If I'm feeling that way, the first thing I'll do is I'll go upstairs and I'll have a shower. And like I said, it depends what mood I'm in, but usually it's just a nice warm shower, just a quick 5-minute thing. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic. I think the water element for me makes a big difference on how I feel. Once I'm out of the shower, I will get changed into my favourite clothes, so usually comfy clothes because that is part of who I am, but I just like to wear things that are soft on my body and that feel really comforting and cosy. I'll then make myself a nice hot drink and I'll take it out into the garden and I'll just walk around in the garden and I will look at all the flowers and the plants and I will just enjoy the change in temperature, the change in space, the change in light, the change in air. All of those things together completely reset how I feel and help me to have a much better, much more happy and much more peaceful day. So I highly recommend it. I would love to know what you all do to reset yourselves and reset your space as well, but this is one of the best things I could ever recommend that you do. We're not all set up to work in routine and structure. If you are one of the people that do, please take advantage of it. And if you're not, I'm a bit like this. I really do struggle with structure and routine. I have a lot of ebbs and flows in my months and I can't just be a robot lady and just be like, I do this today, I do this tomorrow. I need some sort of flexibility, but too much flexibility can also be damaging. So just writing down appointments that you've got and meal planning for the week ahead, or at least having an idea, choosing what day you're going to go do the food shop. All those little tiny minute details in our lives add up to make a big difference, because if you're getting behind on all of those simple things like cleaning the house or walking the dog, for example, it's those little niggly things that soon add up and make us feel more overwhelmed. So having a quick sit down on, say, a Monday or even a Wednesday, it doesn't even have to be the beginning of the week. Who knows what the beginning of anyone's week is? We're all different people. But just sitting down and figuring out what you've got to do that week and making sure you have reminders for appointments so you don't miss things. There's nothing worse than feeling really unorganised, and I do really think that that leads to poorer mental health because you start to lose accountability and lose confidence in yourself as well. So sticking to those little things and doing what feels right to you and making some sort of a plan for the week ahead will make a big difference on your daily life. Dehydration is the number one way to make yourself feel like utter crap. We wake up in the morning and you'll just feel like you're hungover and you've not even drank any alcohol. You feel groggy, you feel tired, you feel bleh. And it's really hard to shake that feeling because if you don't drink lots of water in the morning to revive yourself, it's going to take until you've drank enough water throughout the day to feel better. So thing I can say is get yourself a nice jug of water or a really nice water bottle, fill it up and hold yourself accountable to drinking it. It doesn't have to be a massive amount of water, it could just be that you are going to definitely drink 1 litre of water a day. I can assure you that 1 litre of water is going to make a huge difference on how you feel. If I start to feel really suffocated and just really anxious, usually it's because I'm thirsty, and I've never made that connection until this year. But it's so true, and if I get halfway through the day and I've only drank 1 glass of water, it really starts to impact me. And like I said, it impacts me the next day as well because I struggle to get out of bed. It's crazy the difference that being hydrated makes to how you feel when you wake up in the morning, and how you feel when you wake up in the morning is what you take with you into your day. So always keep that in mind. So no matter how hard your day's been, I think the best thing you can do is reflect on your day. So this kind of ties into what I said at the beginning, where you give yourself time to breathe. Reflecting and scanning through everything that happened in the day is such a special thing to do because we do it naturally, you know, when we're trying to get to bed. Our brains are processing everything that happened that day. Maybe you had a really stressful day, or maybe you didn't do what you wanted to that day. There is always something positive to come out of it. So it might be something as simple as you cooked a meal for yourself today, or you had a hug, or a stranger smiled at you. There's always a tiny little thing that's a little positive nugget for the entire day, and taking that with you to go to bed is going to improve your next day as well, and it's going to improve your mental health on the whole, because rather than scanning for the negative all the time, which is what a lot of us are wired to do, you start to default scan for the positive, and that is absolutely going to change your life for the better, I promise you. So I really hope that this video inspired you today to have a look at your own life, your own routines, and to think about what you could implement into your life. I really hope you found this video valuable. If you did, be sure to subscribe and give me a like on the way out. I've got lots and lots of videos on this channel to do with intentional living, slow living, and just mindset change and making yourself feel positive and happy and peaceful, which is all I think anyone could ever ask for. So I will leave those below for you if you want to watch them next. I really hope you all have a really wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.